And so I had this poem is about can't get this thing to slow it down. It happened before. There it goes. Anyway, so I wrote this poem. It's called Sid's Custom Bale Hauling. Sid Krause was a good friend of ours, a cousin of mine. He always brought a smile to everybody's face because he always had something funny to say. He could make a joke about anything. Well, this was the time when he was hauling bales for me. It's called The Ballad of Sid's Custom Bale Hauling. I dropped up all of my baling, and there were way too many to haul, so I looked at the number and got on the phone and gave Sid's Custom Bale Hauling a call. Sid told me he was busy. He's wondering how I'll ever get through, but he's put me on the list and hoped to be there probably in a day or two. Well, he showed up just like he promised, and he picked a good place for the stack. So he'd get in his truck with any luck. In 20 minutes, a load he'd be back. Well, I asked Sid if he could come along, because 20 minutes isn't that much time. My work can wait here till I get back. 20 minutes, that's sure ain't a crime. I always like to take the first trip with Sid and watch him run his toy. He's had it for years and done lots of work. It's cousin Sid's pride and joy. 5 minutes later, we got to the hayfield, and I think I'd like to report that I don't think custom bale hauling should be a spectator sport. Now, things got started going wrong for old Sid. Not much, just little things. The first one ended up on its butt, and the next one was missing half the strings. Now, Sid's done lots of bale hauling. He's experienced, he ain't green. But somehow I got the suspicion he was craving a shot of nicotine. Well, Sid was getting upset, and he just about had enough. He knew it would go a lot better if he could just have himself a puff. You could tell he was getting frustrated as he gave his head a scratch. By the time he got the next bale on, he wished he was on the patch. Now, Sid, he would never hurt anyone. Our friendship he won a respect. So he just put a cigarette in his mouth unlit, to be politically correct. Now that field was awful rough. Them molehills you couldn't ignore. So when he got out his pack of smoke, a smoke popped out and rolled out on the floor. Well, as you could see for Sid that day, everything was going south. But he managed to find that wayward smoke on the floor and stuck it in his mouth. I took a look over at old Sid, but something was a little off kilter. He had the cigarette in his mouth all right, but what was sticking out was the filter. Now, smoking isn't that good for you. They say there is no cure. But if he likes that doggone filter, he'll probably die for sure. But Sid never even batted an eye when I told him about his smoke. But knowing Sid, I could have predicted there'd probably be a joke. He turned his cigarette around and got his lighter burning and says, "I appreciate you helping me out, because frankly, I'm just learning."